Hey up now then folks, and welcome back to Robbie 19. I've recently purchased this B23 finger mower which had an original sales brochure with a BWD6 on. So the age of this was between 1952 to 1978. This mower features a 5-foot cut but also did a 6-foot cut, and in the previous model before it was a B21U mower which was a trailed option. So this was the new hydraulic version with 3-point linkage hiccup. With 3-point linkage hitch ups, making it faster for the modern farmer back in the 60s, which you can see just attaches on here and here. But if we also note, we have category 1 pinholes there, and we also can swap these round here by undoing these bolts, which I've had to do. So you can put your category 1 pins opposite way around for a smaller tractor, such as Andrew's B275, if it has enough poke to pull it. When I got it off the neighbour, I was a bit sceptical about buying it, but it was that sales brochure off the internet that made me get it, as it fits perfectly with the vintage tractors I have, the B450s, but mainly the Super BWD6, which you can see in the original operator's manual. The mower itself looked to be in fairly good nick, apart from it was just missing the half of the PTO that connected to the tractor, but luckily my dad had been given this old potato spinner, which had the half that I needed.
You're just rushing, Robert, you're doing what you do.
This is what, well, you're wanting to see it go.
I ain't bothered, I know.
You are?
I know how one works.
Another thing about the PTO guard on the Farm All M's and various other models such as this B450 as well, I've always wondered what this cutout notch was for, and it was so that you could put a PTO metal guard on across here and it would fasten onto there.
Or is it 3rd time lucky or something like that? Is it that, Andrew?
I don't know.
Or is it 4th time lucky?
10.
Oh yeah, 10th time lucky.
Shall I put on the shaft this time?
Yeah, just put it on the shaft.
I don't know if I've cut it off or not.
He's Frank now. He's Frank.
I am not Frank.
Frank Gallagher.
No, fuck about Frank.
Alright, that's you alright. Fuck about Frank.
It is not me.
Yes, it is. And I got this on video, Dad.
Fuck about Frank.
It's what I call Charlie when he's...
I'm not slow.
Time.
Yeah, the one's what slow coach.
So the reason it's in gear is because I can't disengage the PTO. However, since this video has been shot, I have fixed that problem. So this is me finding out about the first safety device fitted to the mower, which is a drive pulley slip clutch, which is a big spring on one side, and when too much force is exerted on to protect the pitman, it then pushes against the spring, allowing the two mating surfaces to rattle past each other like a rattle gun.
Go on again, Robert.
He cocked over.
I don't know. Probably bugger and Red and Newish. Come on.
Look at this effortless cutter bar control. Just had it a bit too low and it started to pull away from there. So we've already encountered the second safety feature, which is the automatic release bar, which lets the cutter bar move out the way if it hits a stump or if it's delved too deep into the ground. So round about now I'd obtained the operator's manual, so I knew which nuts to slacken off and how to alter them to adjust the cutter bar lead and also the tilt on the bed. The other thing I tried to do was to tighten the hoop up on the cutter bar stay so that it wouldn't drop into the middle of the road and fix that little problem. Plus, transportation is a breeze once you figure out the hook and safety retaining clip, as when I first bought it I had to put a bit of a strap around it to stop it sticking out in the middle of the road. The other thing I think I'm missing is the drop limit chain and top link pin, which stops you dropping the mower too far down into the ground. And then another thing to fix was this shim that had come loose and was starting to rub against the blades, but I just had to weld it back on before having another go. For someone who knew how it works, he was keen to see it working. For road transport use, you're supposed to put this long hooked pin into here and then put this safety clip on here, and then when you're out in the field and about to do a bit of cutting, you then take it off. Oh, that's it. So I suppose you would have to try and take that off there, and then that lets it drop down lower, because otherwise you've got the whole machine and the lot in as one. I've made this safety board so that I can take it to shows. Charlotte said this was maybe not very deemed safe for the rally field. At Corbridge Steam Rally I did buy a few extra knives, so I might just have a go at sharpening a few sets up and making a few spares. Along the side of the road when I was cutting it and I had a little accident and the linch pin came off, John Ireland came to give us a lift back on with it, and he said these were good mowers back in their day, and they used to use them for mowing roadside grass roadsides. And there'd be a fella go around with a van just taking knives off and sharpening them and making sure that they all had plenty of sharp knives, because obviously you can't cut with blunt knives, can you? The hold function on the roadless hydraulics don't work. You either have to lock them off, which I'm trying to do here, or hold the lever halfway on the up just to get it to levitate. However, since then I have diagnosed the problem and managed to fix it. I also found out why I used the wooden swath board, as you can see the wind's blowing to the right hand side, so the bit of grass that I cut down first is blown onto the bit that needs to be cut next, and it's starting to bung up the mower.
But it's a heap of junk.
Well, it is to some people, but not to everyone. As we attack the other side, we haven't got the wind pushing against us, and we've also attached the swath board, and it's making a lot nicer job now. I would quite like to know how to date this, because on tractors they have a serial number and you can read them off. Well, on the number of this serial number we have 2447, so I wonder what age this mower is, because if they're made from 52 to 78 they'll have made a fair few of them, and there might have been a few different alterations. Before we sign out, I have a few nice pictures of the mower on the B450s, but which looks best, the 4-wheel drive or the 2-wheel drive standard B450, or even the older McCormick BWD6. If you want to see more mower action, then there's my brother's massive 3085 and DM246 mowing a bit of grass. Or if you want to see more into trash, there's the time when I took the free B450s to the Riddleton YFC ploughing match, amongst other implements I have for the McCormicks.
Oh dear, schoolboy error.
doncaster.